Border insanity. All right. Now, I always tell you guys, when you watch the No Spin News, good to have a pen and a paper. Okay? So we're going to put some information up on the full screen. First full year Donald Trump took over, 2017, there were 415,000 apprehensions at the southern border. The next year, 2018, 521,000. So a pretty big leap. Then in 2019, a colossal leap in border apprehensions, almost a million, 977,000. But then in 2020, the year of COVID, the apprehensions dropped by 50%, 458,000. Okay? From 977 to 458. That's pretty stunning. Now, the reason that happened was because the Trump administration put into effect a policy that said if you're going to apply for asylum, you have to wait in Mexico. Simple as that. You can apply, and the United States will do the paperwork, but you can't stay here while we do it. You got to stay in Mexico. That stopped much of the migrant intrusion into the USA. Now, as soon as Joe Biden got elected, he knocked that out. My question, because you know I'm a simple man, and I talked about this today with Hannity on his radio program. So my question is why? Why did he knock it out? Who does that benefit? Does it benefit migrants drowning in the Rio Grande River? Does it benefit tens of thousands of children crammed into Border Patrol spaces? Who is benefiting here outside of the drug cartels, which charge thousands of dollars to every migrant to allow them to cross in here? So who does it benefit? I still haven't got an answer to that. Nobody knows. So you basically have a situation where finally, under massive pressure, the Biden administration did let some journalists into these facilities that are housing hundreds of thousands of migrants. And there they are. You can see it. I mean, it's crazy. And these are children, many of them, under the age of 18. So we are on track right now, the year 2021, for a million migrants to come into this country. I mean, it's just stunning. Now, we don't even know how many people get in and the Border Patrol has no contact with them, all right? So there's a nickname for them. They're called gotaways. Gotaways. That's the Border Patrol nickname for people they don't catch. Nobody knows how many gotaways there are. These are just people the Border Patrol confronts. Right? Some of them turn themselves in, some of them are just caught. But the gotaways, nobody can calibrate. So a new poll from NPR asks a very simple question, and I like simple questions. Do you approve or disapprove of how President Biden's handling immigration? Approve 34%, disapprove 53%. By party, Democrats approve 66% because Democrats are going to approve of everything Joe Biden does. There isn't anything that he can do bad. Now, there were Trump supporters who did the same thing, to be fair. Disapprove in the Democratic Party, 23%. Republicans approve 5%. Disapprove 89%. Independents, and here's the key, approve 27, disapprove 53. So again, all added up, disapprove 53, approve 34, unsure 14, NPR poll. The last thing I want to tell you is that according to the Washington Post, not a reliable source of information, but I got to tell you when they report something, 14% of all the migrant minors have tested positive for COVID. That's a lot. That's a lot.